Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Winter Pets back with another video. And in this video, I am going to be showing you guys, I'm going to be ranking every team's NBA season on this tier list. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, the playoffs didn't really go well. I am going to be, if they got to the playoffs, I am going to be doing off playoffs and season if they got to the playoffs. But, Milwaukee Bucks, they had a great regular season. I know some think that it's just because Eastern Conference. I think it's partly because of Eastern Conference and Giannis, kind of unstoppable. But I'm going to put Milwaukee Bucks into... it's like middle A and S tier. I think I want to put an A. Because they did not do good in the playoffs. You know, I'm only doing it off season. I'm only gonna do it off season. I'm not gonna be doing it off playoffs. I'm gonna be putting Milwaukee Bucks season S, because they actually did really good. They went I don't know, 50 something, and then 9 losses. Next we have the Nets. They didn't really get anywhere. Kyrie was injured the whole season. Of course, KD was injured. I'm gonna put them in C tier. Caris LeVert did step up though. He showed us what he can do. And then next we got the New York Knicks. They got nowhere, literally nowhere. All they got was R.J. Barrett, and they hoped and prayed that he would progress, but they don't really have good training there in New York. So yeah, they got nowhere. Toronto Raptors, I'm gonna put their regular season at A tier. They did really good. They did great. Pascal, if he just had more confidence and took more shots, or just played better in general in the playoffs, I think they could have got farther. But yeah, they did good. Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet stepped up again. The Jazz, I'm gonna put them in A tier also, because the Jazz did good in the playoffs. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna be doing playoffs in season, I guess. But mostly season. But the Jazz, they did good. Of course, coming back from 3-1 leads, did pretty much the impossible. Jamal Murray really stepped up his game. Oh wait, no, dude, I am thinking of the wrong team. I always get the Jazz and the Nuggets mixed up. My bad, guys. The Jazz. Okay. Michael Conley, he didn't really do anything. He's supposed to step up and play this good role, average at least 18 a game, but he only averaged 10. I actually want him to get better. I really like his play style and him as a player. I really like him. I think he needs to step up. Bojan Bogdanovic did pretty good in the regular season. Of course, Donovan Mitchell did great. He really stepped up too. Rudy Gobert, I think they need to trade Rudy Gobert though. That's all I'm saying. Actually, I'm gonna put the Utah Jazz as a B. I don't think they did A. By the way, I'm going mostly off regular season. Rockets. Oh, this is a hard one. They didn't get really far in the playoffs. In regular season, they did pretty good. I'm gonna put them in B tier. Again, with just the duos with Harden, they need to find. I mean, not again, but they just need to find a good duo with Harden. They had a good thing going with Chris Paul, but then Chris Paul and James Harden got into an argument. In my opinion, I think they should have traded James Harden at the time, then Chris Paul, because I'm pretty sure that was James Harden's MVP season, so he probably had the highest trade value. So I think they could have traded him instead of Chris Paul, and I would honestly, I don't know, I would have tried something new and built around Chris Paul. Next we got the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, the regular season didn't really get far anywhere. Of course, they had Zion. He was injured for most of the season. Only got to play 20 games. I'm gonna put them in C tier. They did okay. They did okay. Lonzo did pretty good in the regular season. He couldn't show it in the playoffs. Jackson Hayes needs to step up a little bit. I mean, yeah, he's just like a rookie. But yeah, he does need to step up a little bit. Who else? Josh Hart has been playing pretty decent. Pretty okay, I mean. Who else they got? Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram definitely stepped up. Brandon Ingram, they're in the middle of C and B tier. I don't want to move them up to B tier because like their only player that really got anywhere was Brandon Ingram. Oh yeah, and Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday. He did really good too. Yeah, I think they're just middle middle of C and B tier. Next, we have the Los Angeles Lakers. Of course, you have to put them in S tier. They are champions. A lot of people think just because of the bubble. I think they deserved it. I think LeBron deserved it. I think AD deserved it. They both played really hard. Danny Green, trade him, waste the money. Kyle Kuzma, he actually does have some pretty decent trade value. You could trade him for, who needs a forward? Well, I guess you could maybe trade him to the Thunder. And the Thunder, I don't know. Maybe the Thunder trade back like Chris Paul and a couple picks. I mean, no. Maybe Thunder will get a couple picks and trade Chris Paul. But yeah, Lakers, great season, great playoffs run. Great playoff run. Next we have the Bulls, C tier. I don't know, D tier? D tier, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bulls fans, but I gotta put the Bulls at D tier. Their season just didn't really get anywhere. I wouldn't say they were as bad as the Knicks, but Zach LaVine is literally the only good player on that team. Only all-star potential player on that team. Of course, you got Lauri Markkanen, who literally is trash. He is literally trash. He had a good rookie season. He had a horrible, sophomore season? Yeah. He definitely needs to, step up. He definitely needs to. Wendell Carter did good. I mean, Wendell did okay. What's his name? Kobe White did good at the end of the season, but yeah, that's pretty much the Bulls roster, and they had the one garbage coach the whole time. Whatever his name is, I totally forgot his name. But they got a new coach now, so they got Billy Donovan, so I think they'll do good now. Next we got the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'll rate their season a C tier. They did okay. Like if the actually no, I'm putting them D. If the pandemic didn't happen, I would probably put them in C because D'Angelo Russell did give them a boost, but he didn't play much games for them because he just got there not that long before the shutdown. But yeah, they did overall okay. They need to start progressing more of their bench players, trying to get them a lot better. But yeah. Next we have the Trailblazers. I will put their season at B. Their season, they did good. They did good, but they also didn't do very great. Season, they did good. In the bubble, they did very good. Of course, Damian Lillard scoring half their points the whole time. But yeah, I would say B in the middle of C. But yeah. Next we have the Nuggets. A. A or A? No, A. Jokic did great. Jamal Murray stepped up a lot. Like I said before, who else is on their team? I can't think, dude. Oh yeah, Bol. They need to start progressing him more. In those scrimmage games, he really showed us what he could do. He's a really great player, and I really like his play style. And I hope he is good next season. Also, MPJ did great too. In the bubble, didn't really do. Actually, yeah, he did pretty good. I don't really follow the West that much, but I'm pretty sure he did pretty good. I mean, I don't follow the Nuggets that much, but I'm pretty sure he did pretty good in the regular season. So yeah, I'm putting him A tier. Overall, great season for them, great run. The Thunder, B tier. The Thunder were so good, but they weren't good enough, of course. Lu Dort is stupid. Lu Dort's a meme, but he's stupid. He's goated, but he's dumb. I don't know why he would have shot that last second, if Steven Adams was wide open in the paint. Or he could have pump faked, drove, but yeah. They did really good. Of course, they have a bunch of draft picks, a bunch of trade, oh my god, trade value on their team. A bunch of trade value. They also have Chris Paul, who stepped up a lot. He's still top 5, top 4 point guard in the league. Next, we have the Memphis Grizzlies. I would rate their season a C tier. They did pretty good. Of course, Ja Morant, or they did okay. Ja Morant stepped up. They just didn't have enough experience. I feel like, they didn't have enough experience. They didn't have many veterans. Like I don't know. Dillon Brooks did good too. He stepped up. Jaren Jackson did pretty good. Other than that, not really anybody else. Jonas Valanciunas was injured, I think. It's either that or he's trash. But yeah, now we have the Mavericks. I would put them at B tier. They had a good season. I wouldn't say they had a great season, but they had a good season. Kristaps did pretty well. Luka Doncic, absolutely magnificent. He is great. Definitely a great player. He's honestly might get like really far in the playoffs next season. But yes, not much other people on the Mavericks, but yeah, they had 2 really great people. Yeah. The Spurs, C tier. They did okay. I mean, they didn't do trash. They didn't really get anywhere, but they didn't do trash. Like, they didn't get anywhere, but, they didn't really get anywhere. Oh my god, I need to stop saying that. They didn't really get, oh my god. They didn't really get anywhere, but they didn't do bad. So, of course, who's that one dude? Dylan White? Oh, somebody with the last name of White, but he's just point guard. He's pretty good, pretty solid starter. Pretty average player. Pretty good at threes. They of course they have DeJounte Murray too, great at defense. DeJounte Murray, they need to progress him. I would trade LaMarcus, and DeRozan. That's all I want to see from them. Their center's pretty good too. Jakob Poeltl's okay. He's pretty decent. Next we have the Suns. The Suns' season was a C tier. DeAndre Ayton, he stepped up a lot. They progressed him a lot. He did great, especially in the bubble too. So did Devin Booker. Ricky Rubio did okay. Not much other people, but I would say C, middle line, D tier. But yeah, they had an overall pretty okay season. Actually, have the Clippers for B tier. I would rank them A tier, but the Paul George and Kawhi duo, it just doesn't work out. It really doesn't, and it doesn't work out that great. Cause I don't know, and then I would say if they gave Paul George another season, I'll be fine with it. Like, see what they can do. I would trade Montrez, Lou Williams. They have a lot of trade value. They also have that Zubac dude. I would trade some of the trade value around Kawhi and Paul George to maybe try and bring in another all-star superstar player. Maybe like what they could get. I don't know. That wouldn't really work. Maybe Chris Paul on the team. Something balance them out. But yeah, they had a pretty good season. Overall, Warriors, what they did in the office, S tier. But what they did in the season, like what they did, actually playing games and stuff, D tier. I can't rate them got nowhere because they actually did progress Eric Pascal or whatever the hell the heck you say his name. Of course, Curry got injured, Clay was still injured, Draymond can't really do anything without them. But yeah, of course they got the #1 pick right now. Whoever their GM is literally a mastermind. Because now they have the first #1 pick. And if they use that wisely, either trade for a superstar or draft like LaMelo or somebody and actually progress them. Or they don't have the #1 pick. My bad. But yeah, if they have a lottery pick. They have a second pick, I think. And then we have the Detroit Pistons. Oh god, Detroit Pistons. D or C? D. Luke Kennard has been doing good. Blake Griffin, okay. Of course, they traded Andre Drummond for literally like a hot dog. They didn't trade him for pretty much anything. They got like nothing out of that deal. So they basically released him. I don't know what to do for them. They could try and trade some of their trade value for Chris Paul or someone like that. But yeah, I'm gonna start going a little bit faster. Sacramento Kings, D. Pretty much got nowhere. Marvin Bagley, they need to progress him a lot. Buddy Hield needs to be traded. And De'Aaron Fox has been doing good, but still needs to be progressed. Not much more about that team. Cavs. Oh, shoot. Got nowhere. Not bad. Actually, they're in the middle of got nowhere and D. Because they have Colin Sexton did okay. Darius Garland did pretty bad. But then they also had Andre Drummond. He didn't really play much games for them, but yeah, he did okay. And next we have the Celtics. I would rank them in B tier. I'm a Celtics fan. I'm trying to be the most unbiased, but that team was so disappointing, especially in the playoffs. They played good regular season, but we need to trade Gordon Hayward. Literally, like, it's not even his fault, dude. It's just that he's getting injured so much. That's the only really reason. And next we have the 76ers. I would rank their season B tier. Oh wait, yeah, definitely B tier. They couldn't make their teamwork. Like they shouldn't have paid Al Horford up max contract. They shouldn't have got Tobias Harris. And they shouldn't have got actually Josh Richardson was okay. But yeah, the Ben Simmons and Embiid duo is actually pretty good. They just did not build around them good. Next we have the Charlotte Hornets. Literally got nowhere. The only thing that happened was Devontae Graham did good. It's literally the only thing that happened. Everything else, garbage. Wizards, D. Bradley Beal did great. That's pretty much all that happened, and John Wall has been injured for about 18 seasons now. And then next, we have the Orlando Magic. C. Trade Nikola Vucevic. Trade Aaron Gordon. They're not good. Nikola's pretty good. Aaron Gordon isn't really good, except for like Duncan. You need to trade them. You could get some good star value. But other than that, nothing really happens. Get Mo Bamba better. Or play him more, at least. Heat, I'm putting their season at major. Well, for the Heat, I'm ranking their season and playoffs. They were the legit underdogs. Jimmy Butler played great. Duncan Robinson actually is pretty good. I mean, yeah, he's only pretty much good at shooting, but he's actually really good at shooting. Then you got Tyler Hero, did great. I would say that the season was a win for them because now they have a bunch of trade value. They're gonna lure in like Giannis or like Embiid or just somebody godly, and then they're gonna be in the finals again next year. Okay, I need to speed this up. I already got 20 minutes. Pacers C tier. They didn't really do anything. Victor Oladipo injured the whole season, and then Hawks D tier. They didn't really do anything except for Trae Young did good. So yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts on this. I think it's pretty accurate. So just tell me your thoughts in the comments down in the comment section down below, and also give me some video suggestions, please, because I'm bored. I don't really have any ideas because I'm done. So yeah, that's the video, and yeah, peace out. Oh, and sub. Peace out.